Guys, this is Crafty Cat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. As you can see, I am out at my camp. I am sitting down at the bay on a little bench. This is my view if I look to the right. You can see all the docks heading down to the bay. That point down there heads to the open bay. And I'm sitting on this little green bench with this little walkway. With this little rock wall behind me, and that pipe leading into the water, that hose, that is our water intake that brings lake water into the camp for dishes and showers. And this is heading into the bay, the closed area of the bay. There's another bench, more of the wall that's behind me, and a tree. And my dad built this little patio area years ago. Here's my feet. Here's our little fire pit down here. It's a beautiful day. This is the first day that the air quality has been good enough for me to come and sit down by the bay in about 5 days. We had 4 really bad, hideous air quality days. And we had a heat wave, and it's finally cooled off. It's not cool. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's like a normal summer day in Canada. So now I'm standing up, and I'm just going to walk to the edge of this wall and hopefully not fall off and show you a view of the bay from here. So when I do my kayaking videos, I usually go that way. See that jutting out part of land? I call that a point. I usually go 4 to 5 points that way. And heading this way, I usually go about 4 to 5 points that way. And here comes the little family of ducks to see what I'm talking about. Hi, duckies! Hello! They live there. I don't know if you could see them. Let me zoom in for you. Can you see them now? I don't know why they're going the other way. They just must feel like it because they're not afraid of me at all. When I go in my kayak, they just surround me. Here you can see a better view of how that is like the inner bay that way. So that is the protected area. And if you go around, somewhere in there, there's the mouth of the Gully River. And this way, past all those points, just leads to open Lake Superior. This is Lake Superior. So let me zoom you back out. Let's zoom more. I don't want to make you sick. And you can see the water is nice and clear. It's crystal clear. And I'm just going to turn around and show you the other way. So there is the wall I was talking about. And there's the hill. And there is my little camp. So you can see it comes down a hill. And this is my favorite place in the world. It's just a very simple 2-bedroom camp with a kitchen, and it's an eat-in kitchen and a living room. And there's a separate little house to the other side with the outdoor storage room for the lawnmowers and everything. Oh, hello, seagull. Hello, pretty bird. And there goes the seagull. So let's just head this way and I'll show you the walkway. And my parents built all this, my dad, but my mom helped. So this is our ramp down into the water. And this used to also be a hill, just like this hill. But my dad, he hired a guy when I was like a baby, not even 1 year old, to dig out this little area. And then when I was older, about 4 or 5, I went in the boat with them and we picked all of these rocks to make the walkway and the walls. So they started building this camp when I was a few months old. They started clearing the lot, and they think they started building it, I don't know, maybe 1, and it took a long time. They tented here. They cleaned the yard, the lot, really slowly. And when I was 3 or 4, I helped my dad put the original tar paper roof up. And yeah, I'll go up the road a little bit more. I don't know if you can see Smokey's cage in the window. Hey, Smokey! She loves it out here. So there's the outhouse, and then that other building. The first half is like a storage area for all the outdoor equipment, and the second half is a shower room. And over here we have our little outdoor kitchen with a fireplace / smoker. I'll go up a little bit and show you. My asthma's been bad, so I hope I'm not wheezing. So, we had lots of family parties here. It's a little outdoor kitchen. My dad used to barbecue for 30 or 40 people out here. So, it's too strong, heavy for me. He's got this over here so the bears don't try to get in there. And also that turns it into a smoker. So yeah, my dad built this fireplace and this patio. And this little picnic table and our wood lean-to. And when I was a little girl, we had no neighbors. It was just all bush for about 2 kilometers that way. And on the other side, there was an empty property, just full of trees, that was owned by our friends, the Myers. But when they sold their camp, they sold both properties separately, and now we have lovely neighbors from America. They're a really nice couple. The children, they're a beautiful family. And there's our little camp. Let's go back down the road. And I'm moving slowly to try to keep the camera straight. Because I hate when I get dizzy watching some videos. This is my phone camera. And it has better stabilization than my actual camera. So that's why I'm using it. And this used to be a really big tree, but it got hit by lightning a few years ago. And there used to be one exactly across from it. There's another stump there. And those are the 2 trees me and my dad used to sit under and just watch the bay when I was a little girl. And sometimes this big tree too. But usually what was here and what was there. And you can see it's a beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day, blue skies. I don't know if you can see how tall these trees are. So I've been coming out here for 60 years. I'm 61. So maybe almost 61 years. I was already born when they bought the property. But I was just a few months old. And that tall tree right there, the first one, my parents used to put me in a bassinet, cover it with a mosquito net. Oop. My parents used to put me in a bassinet, cover it with a mosquito net, and I would lie out there while they were clearing the property. Anyway, now I gotta climb up this little section and my balance isn't good and I'm just wearing flip-flops. I'm hanging onto the rock wall. And earlier in the season, there's all beautiful flowers here, but it's over now. The problem is you can't sit outside earlier in the season because you'll get carried away by bugs. So, oh no, my paper towel. I was sitting on it so the wind wouldn't blow it away and I forgot I was sitting on it. So I've got my art kit here, my plein air kit. And I have 2 sizes of books to choose from. I'm not sure. These are just for plein air, these books. There's not much in them. So, but I've taped off a page. Hang on. So, if I want to do a small painting, I can do one here. And if I want to do a bigger one, I taped off these 2 for an open one. And this is really nice paper. I got this from Temu. And I wish I would have bought more. But the shop closed. And I've tried to buy ones that look exactly like this. But the paper isn't as good as this paper. And then I have this Paul Rubens one, which is beautiful. But the paper tears easy and it pills easy. It's 100% cotton, but it's not that nice. I don't think. Anyway, I've already got tape on here, so you're not going to see the first one. There's not much in here. There's nothing there. That was the first one I did in here in a different kind of style. That's like a pen and ink style. I do like that style. That is easier for sketchbooks than something else. But I don't have much in here. That is from April of this year. I painted that in my car out at Grow Cap. And this, there should be videos for these. This was at Whitefish Island. And this one I did in my car when the fair was in town, and that was in May. So I just started this book, but you can see how badly the paper rips when you remove the tape. Even I put the tape on my pants first before I rip it off, but it didn't work for this. It really badly rips the paper. And even painting, like if you're trying to lift anything, it starts pilling the paper. It's not a strong paper. So anyway, I did 2 single ones in here. And if I want to do a double one, I could just tape that up too. So these are what I'm going to be working on out at camp for plein air. And I have this little tin. And I'm sorry, I'm just holding my camera, you guys. I don't have a tripod or anything. So this is 12 colors. It's a little tiny mini tin. And I believe this is, hang on one second. These are Marie's tube paints from Temu. 12 colors. They're very cheap and they're very nice. So I like them for what they are. They're fine for a scrapbook. I had made up this little palette myself. And it's nice because it works if you don't want to bring a bigger kit. You can just use one of these and clip it to your book. And this paint box, it clips on there perfectly. The thing is, I had 2 of these and one dropped off. I think it must have fallen off at home because I did have 2 of them, but I had them clipped to the outside, and when I got here I only had 1. So I'm hoping one is at home on the floor somewhere. But yeah, so I won't be using this because I need something for my water too. But this does work just to clip to the smaller book perfectly. So I guess gonna find my other one. I'm real sad that I lost it. And the other thing, when I was organizing, I took everything out so that I could put some of my watercolor pencils in here so that they have a hard background behind them so the tips won't break. And when I organized, I took everything out and put it back in. And for some reason, I only put in 1 water brush, and it's a square-tipped one. I don't know if you can see through there. And I think what I did was I took all the other ones out to fill them in the bathroom sink. And I left them on the bathroom sink before I left. So I'm pretty sure, because usually I have 3 or 4 water brushes in here. But that's okay because I do have my little mini set of travel brushes with me. And they're really nice. Let me just, so they're like they come in, there's 3 sizes, and they're just, you undo them and then you could redo them. And I have a little half a ruler in there as well. So yeah, I have all kinds of things. I have my gel pen, my Sharpie, a mechanical pencil, eraser. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to paint. I'm either going to go for something like that, only not the same size as what you're seeing from the phone. I'll have to cut it a lot, probably something more along that, like that line, even smaller maybe. I do kind of want the tip of our walkway here, but maybe something like that. Or I did one of these before. Hang on, I could show you. I did a view from here in a more simple style that was really pretty. Let me see if I can open up that one and show you, because I was really happy with it. Oh, here it is. So I did this right here back in 2023. And I did that simple style. I don't know if you could see it. Are you getting any light at all? How about like that? Can you see it now? So anyway, what I was focusing on for this one right on the right, was the color of the water. And that was what the color looked like that day. And that was what I was trying. And I was trying to do a more like impressionistic style. And I love it. So I think I want to try to recreate something like that again, but with today's colors. Today's colors aren't as green. They're more blue with some brown closer to shore. And I don't know if you could see. I don't know how well this camera's picking that up. I don't know why I can't get it to focus. How about there? Could you see the color now? So the colors are completely different today than they were. This is one of my favorite paintings in that little book. There's not much in here because I wanted to save it till I got a little bit better because I really like the paper. Anyway, I also have my core paint. So, and upstairs I have Paul Rubens. So yeah, and I also brought my Caran d'Ache set of watercolor crayons. They're just a small set. I think there's 15 crayons, 12 or 15. I can't remember. So I won't be able to record myself painting because you can see I'm having a hard enough time recording this video just holding it with my hand like this. But I will show you at the end, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to show you what I was up to today, and I'm very happy I finally got to leave the camp and sit down here and enjoy the fresh air. Although, you know, it's just as lovely sitting in the camp looking out the window because I have this view out the window. It's just not as close as this. So I can't hear the water lapping on the shore, and yeah. Oh, and one other thing before I go, I downloaded some YouTube videos to watch, and they're just random. YouTube just chooses which ones to download. And one of them was a swatching video for gouache. And my parrot, Smokey, watched the whole thing. She loved it. And at one point, the artist says, "Oh, this is a pretty color, isn't it?" Smokey goes, "Yeah." And I wish I would have had that on video. So who knew? My bird likes swatching videos. And she also likes to watch me paint. Anyway, I will do a video later showing you what I painted upstairs in the camp. But I wanted to do some plein air painting today that I can breathe outside. So I will talk to you later. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.